All right. Well, let's talk about my Bears. Let's talk about them. Let's ride. We had a 25-24 1-point victory. Another nail biter. But they doing what they gotta do. And I tell you, it was a 3-phase win. You know, the whole team, coaching, everything. You know, to go against what was a playoff team last year in their stadium and have that history. Losing that game that last year is a big deal. But 25-24 over the Washington Commanders, I'll take it all day long. Offensively, they stayed in the game. You can kind of see that this team is believing. Even when bad things happen, they believing in themselves that they can pull the win out. Caleb is staying steady. You know, still got some accuracy issues, but he's steady. You can see with him too that even when he make a mistake, he is looking for the next play to rectify it. So that's a big deal, and that's coaching, and that's him accepting the coaching. Pretty solid game from him. Once again, the biggest thing about him is he protects the football. No interceptions, no fumbles. Like, so even with the accuracy issues and some of the misreads that he's working through, he protects the ball, and that right there keeps the Bears in the game. That's a big deal. You know, if he didn't protect the ball, they wouldn't be in position for that last drive to even win by a field goal in both games. So you got to give it to it. And then DeAndre Swift came alive, man. I knew he had it in him, and I was wondering, was it him, was it the scheme, or the blocking? Well, take it back to coaching, and it looks like over the bye, the coaches put their heads together. Ben Johnson, Declan Doyle, the offensive coordinator, and the running backs coach, Eric Bieniemy, looked like they got together and decided. And you can see what the change was. Those pitch runs that puts him on an outside zone type of run, that's what he does well, because he gets a running start and can hit the holes and hit the blocks. So big game from DeAndre Swift. I want to see that continue. But other than the coaching and Caleb, DeAndre Swift wouldn't have been able to have that if it wasn't for that offensive line. I mean, the offensive line, they showed up and showed out. And I'm going to tell you, like, DeAndre Swift got a game ball, I think, and of course the kicker that I'll talk about later got a game ball. But Darnell Wright, the right tackle, he missed last week with an injured elbow. He got a big old cast on his elbow. And I mean, the way he was blocking for those runs is incredible. So not only to come in and play hurt, but then play that good hurt, you got to give him a game ball too. So big props to Darnell Wright and the offensive line. Defensively, they held them to 24 points. That's a big deal, because you know, the Washington Commanders can put some points up. Jaden Daniels is dangerous. You're talking about the number one running offense in the league through the first 6 weeks. That's what the Commanders were. And the Bears shut that down. I mean, they weren't pedestrian, but they handled it, man. They pretty much solved that running game. So you got to give the Bears credit for that. That's a big deal. You know, turnovers again. Defense had 3 turnovers. I think that's 3 weeks in a row that they had at least 3 turnovers. They had 4 the previous 2. So Dennis Allen is doing his thing on the defense, and that's a big deal. You see in pressure, even though we're not getting a lot of sacks, you're seeing decent pressure on the quarterback, which is a big deal. Like, there was pressure on Jayden Daniels because he had to scramble quite a bit. And of course he did. He got out because that's what he do. But the defense is getting the pressure. You know, they squeeze in the pocket. So defense played good. They held their own. You know, now it wasn't a forced turnover, the fumble that caused the game to be available for a kick. But hey, if you think about it, that pressure with the rain may have caused that little bit of mistake of dropping the ball by Jayden Daniels or the handoff to the running back. So I ain't gonna give the defense credit for that fumble, but hey, that pressure all game can get to you. Special teams wrapping up the 3 phases. What can you say? Jake Moody signed off the practice squad the week of the game because Cairo Santos has a quad injury or something, and he came in. He made 5 kicks and the game winner. Now he did miss 1, but to come off a practice squad and win a game for a team, that's a big deal. And that's a pretty young man, 25 years old. So we like Cairo, but got to be a way to keep him on the practice squad or something without getting him signed away. That was a big kick, a couple big kicks. He kept us in that game. Actually, early, because the Bears were driving but not getting touchdowns, his field goals is what set the tone for the game. So, and the special team, man, they didn't cover on returns pretty well, but returns right now is a little bit weird with this new rule of the kicking zone and the landing zone. But overall, special teams did good, and Jake Moody, give him a game ball too for that kick and those kicks. But that's it, 25-24, 3 wins in a row. Bears are rolling. Let's go. It's time to go down to New Orleans and see if they can make it 4 in a row. New Orleans is not good, so there's an opportunity here. And that's it about my Bears. Bear down, another win. I'll take it.